This was a terrific win. We got a lot of respect for Coach Simmons, his program. They've, in their league that they're in. This was a back and forth game, the whole game. It was a great atmosphere, a great crowd. Our team needed to win a game like this. Our team's grown. We're nowhere where we need to be. There's a lot of things we still got to continue to get better at. But we needed to win a game like this. I'm glad it came down to the way it did, so we could have some success in late game situations. For a guy like Jonathan Farrell to be able to make a big play because he's playing so hard, and I think he's struggling a little bit at times. But this was good, and we beat a very good basketball team that's going to beat a lot of good teams in this arena. So this is a good win for us. But that's what it is. It's one win, and we're not really worried about our record. We just got to get better and prepare for conference play. And I think our conference schedule, our non-conference schedule is doing that. So.
Talk about that last play. Everyone in the arena probably thought it was going to Cam considering the game he was having. But just can you kind of talk about in that huddle, drawing that up?
Yeah, just something we have. You have a couple plays you don't run a lot, just in the situations you need to run them. And before that, where we had it, they went zone at the very end. And I still didn't really want to call a timeout. I like our guys playing through that, especially when you got, an elite point guard. We weren't able to get a terrific shot, but we got the ball back. But it's just a play that we have, for late game situations where it's under 3 seconds, and everybody went with Cam, which I probably would have too because he's pretty good. So and then it worked out perfect. We wanted to go to Farrell. Farrell was the look, is what we wanted to. That was the look. So it ended up working out, and thank God he finished it.
Can you talk about some of the other big shots? It seems like a lot of guys stepped up tonight. I know Payne hit a couple threes. Sapp hit some. Seymour hit a couple of big ones. Especially
Sapp hit some early to keep us going, to keep us in the game. Cam put a big stretch in the first half that he was phenomenal. And then Seymour, I thought, had some big ones in the second half that we kept extended the lead to 5 to 7, but we kept putting them on the free throw line. And I just got to go back and look at the tape and see what we got to do to adjust better to that to keep people off the line. But a lot of guys in a game when it's a 2-point game, and everybody's dampers were down, at the end. But I said, hey, worst case scenario, we're going to overtime, so, let's move on. And fortunately, we didn't touch the ball, so we could get the ball back underneath. And we did that. But this is a great win. It's a good win. We beat a very good team. Valentine is a handful. He does a good job really creating fouls or getting to the free throw line.
He still got his, but you guys held him down, especially in the first half.
He had 31, and I thought we did a really good job on him, to be honest. I have to look at tape. I thought we did an unbelievable job. I don't remember him making but 2 or 3. He made 2 threes. I don't remember him making any jump shots but 1 or 2. The one in front of the bench in the first half, and then one where Sapp late shot clock should have been up pressuring him. But that's really it. I think everything he got into pain, and the one time he bullied his way down all the way and got an and one, and every time we got up 5, we couldn't close. So we'll grow from it. But I want our guys to feel like they did in that locker room, win, lose, or draw. Just put everything out there, and they did that today.
And you can tell you guys going inside out finally did open up for Cam.
Man, there's a huge play that Seymour makes a 3 off Jarvis's. The one I really wanted to go down just because we've been hammering home so much is Farrell gets a big offensive rebound, and he kicked it out to Sapp, and that thing went all the way in, and it came back out. But fortunately, we were able to get it. But they're hard to get the ball inside in the half court when running set action because their 5-man so big, and he doesn't even guard. He just sits his butt in the paint, and so you got to counter that a little bit. We had some things. We got some opportunities. You almost got to try to go over the top against them a little bit, like if you're playing EKU, you really got to overload a side at times. But we were able to get inside out. 8 offensive rebounds by Farrell was huge. Everybody's got to do a better job keeping their emotions, though. I do. Our players do. In these games, you can get frustrated with the officiating, but that's life. You gotta have better even keel.
You guys put Moss on Valentine through most of the first half, and you guys were really able to shut him down. It doesn't really show up on the stat sheet, but what kind of contribution did he give you guys defensively?
I thought Moss, watching the tape last year, I thought he did a really good job on him. And so that's why we were debating between Sapp, the coach that had the scout, and I said, man, put Moss. I wanted Moss to guard him. I think he likes the challenge. He's a competitive kid. He's quiet. But I thought he did a good job on him. It'll be interesting to see how he got all his points when we watch the tape. But I thought Moss he grew. We got in a lot of foul trouble. Thank goodness we didn't go to overtime. We were blessed.
Not only did Farrell obviously hit the big game-winning shot, but I felt like he also had a really good game defensively, especially early on, creating a couple turnovers. Do you think this was probably his best game overall for him as he's trying to get back from the injury?
Yeah. I think there's no question. He had 9 rebounds, almost double-figure points, 4 steals. I mean, there's a huge play. We could go up 7, or maybe we could go up 9. We could go up 9 and Seymour. I mean, Farrell gets a big steal, and you're supposed to go big. Post guys are supposed to go one dribble, catch it, and chin it, and find campaign. And he tried to hit Seymour, and it just didn't work out good. And they come down and score, so now it goes from 7 to 4 or whatever. But Farrell, I thought he competed well. He's getting a little bit, he's not nowhere he finished the year, but he's getting better. And it's just going to be a process. And I want Wayne ready. We want Wayne ready, Farrell ready, just for conference. And conference is tough. We still got a tough stretch of games here. Illinois State, Alcorn this week. So then Southern Illinois and Alabama A&M. We still got 4 more games before we go into league play. So we just got to keep getting better because our league, we open up, it's a beast. We go 3 on the road.